Hey, it's been a while. It's John the Fool again, and I'd like to show you a very classic deck that I love playing during the 5Ds era, Synchrons. So let's get started. For starters, what would you expect out of Synchrons? You have the 3 quick draw Synchrons. Pretty much, he's the main substitute for any Synchro monsters that uses Synchron tuners. Next up, in case we don't have the quick draws, we have the 3 Jet Synchrons. Pretty much your easy access to Formula Synchrons or any other easy instant synchro. If you didn't use the graveyard effect, then you can also add the the 2 junk Synchrons. Pretty much grab any level 2 or level 1 monster from your deck. Or not deck, grave, my bad. Next up, we play the 2 Doppel Warriors. Pretty much, when they're used as synchro materials, you get free tokens out on the board. And just for hand traps, just the 2 effect railers and easy access to the junk Synchrons, just in case if I want to tune more, synchro more. And finally, we also played the 3 level leaders for what you expect out of the skeleton of the Synchron decks. Next. And just for ones of, I play classic BLS. Saved me a couple of times. The least I expected it. The 1 spell striker. Either I can just if I play Junk Synchron and summon a level 1 or 2, I can synchro with them. Or just for shits and giggles, I could just poke my opponent for 600 damage, and I don't take any damage if he leaves the field. The 1 Max C. I would probably want 2, but this is the only copy I have. And also Glow Ball. You know, just mill the top card of your deck. Whatever can happen. And for experimenting, I'm experimenting with the 1 Synchro Fusionist. Maybe run 2, I don't know. But pretty much, if I use them as a synchro material, I can add any fusion card. I was debating with adding a Brilliant Fusion, but it's going up $15. Are you for real? Damn it, people who abuse that card. But if anything, I just run the Instant Fusion. Next, we played the 1 Tuning Wear. I think I used to run 3 of him for like the machine duplication build, but I think occasionally my hand just gets cloggy, and I just don't have enough tuners that I needed. The 1 Rush Warrior. What I like about him, he's also the honest of the Synchrons, where you ditch him to the graveyard, and it doubles your warrior's attack, Synchro warrior's attack. Also, you can also banish him from the graveyard and add any Synchron monster from your graveyard to your hand. The 1 Cobalt, just to do Synchro loops and Synchro summons, and to stop. And if I don't have anything while my opponent has a clear field, Swift Scarecrow, just to troll them. An interesting one that I also added in was Escape Ghost, just when he's just flip summon, technically he's a flip, I get a whole board of tokens, at least up to 4. And then, so it'll just set me up for another synchro play. The 1 Synchron Explorer, just to grab any synchron monster, and I ain't ending the monsters without the 1 Dandelion, just for more tokens. And now we move on to our spells, which we have the 1 Allure of Darkness. Sad to say. Debating whether I run 2, but I need to look through this deck over again just to count how many darks I have. Next we play Soul Charge, just to do even more synchro plays, or if easy access if you have 1 Formula Synchron or 2 level 5 synchro monsters. Shooting Quasar. Next we play Foolish Burial, just to send any of the following cards I mentioned, like either Level Leader, Synchron Fusionist, Jet Synchron, just gets things started. The 1 for 1, Reinforcement of the Army, just to search either Junk or Doppel. Dark Hole, just to clear the board in case my opponent, I don't have anything on the field. Yeah. The 2 MSTs, and this isn't Synchron. Also without Synchron, without the 3 tunings. Debating whether I should run 2, because there was one time yesterday where I activated this and I milled it, and after I added my Synchron tuner, I milled this. Sad, right? And up next, the two instant fusions, which I'll show you later, which one of them is other than Norden. And for traps, which is range consists of 4, which is the 1 rejected born. And just in case of my opponent declares an attack, I can just end the battle phase and just special summon the tuner and a synchro monster. 1 huge revolution is over, just in case if I run into any unexpected cards that would just blow and reveal, such as Fire King Grunax. And finally, if I don't have any of these two, I would just run 2 Royal Decrees because it's just back row hate. And now, what you've been waiting for what I was adding for the instant fusion. Of course, you would see Norden Entity. Pretty much grab any of the tuner monsters and just synchronize with it. And for a fun one, we have Thousand Knives Restrict. So, other than his effect of not letting opponents declare an attack, and even though he might get destroyed during the end phase, I just pretty much just take my opponent's shit, and then just synchro. And then if I have either Jet Synchron in my graveyard or just a tuner in my hand, I'll just synchro summon with it. Next up, we play 2 Formula Synchrons just for more synchro plays and synchro climb, along with Tatsunoko. So glad I got this. And for level 5s, we play the TG Hyper Librarian for draw power, Jet Warrior, and Armades. One of my favorite, and out of the 2 Synchron tuners, pretty much I really like Excel Synchron. You just get a lot of plays done with him, whether it's either Doppel, Dandelion, or Level Leader. You could just get anything with him. And just to show my classic likes, probably my favorite synchro monster out of the whole game, Drill Warrior. Pretty much just attack directly whenever you have him, and then if you have a card in your hand, just banish him, and then when he comes back, special summon him, and you grab a card from your graveyard to your hand. And in combos like this, sometimes what I like to do with Drill Warrior is just add Swift Scarecrow. Next up we have Road Warrior, just for pretty much just shooting Quasar play. Clear Wing Synchro Dragon, just to help protect some of my level 5 and higher synchro monsters. And finally we have Trish. Pretty much one of the monsters I went with was XL Synchron. Trust me. There's a story, but maybe next time. And for our boss synchro monsters, XL synchro monsters, we have Stardust Warrior. He saved me a dozen times, especially against what was it? Judgment Dragon. and who else could I name? Maybe like either a 100 deck? I forgot. But I know that he has saved me a dozen times. And finally, what's a Synchron deck without the boss monster of Synchrons? Shooting Quasar Dragon. You would pretty much almost see him either first turn or rarely mid duels. And this is just like a debation between extra decks. Whether I might switch them. So, like for instance, with Armades, I wanted to run Stardust Charge Ward just for if I have Drunk Synchron and I don't have any other access to level 6. Like I just summon him just for draw power. It's been a while since I summoned Star Eater, though I'm not sure what I can do with him. Jargarna, in case I want to swap with Drill Warrior, because like I can also synchro if I level reduce Quick Draw Synchron with Level Leader. I could just instant summon him, and he could just be a wall. Rare to see these days. Shooting Star. I wish I want to also run him in the main extra deck. Black Rose Dragon, just to nuke the field, just to see my opponent's face, just have like a really upset face, or I don't know. And Odd Eyes Meteor Burst, a rare one that I would definitely side deck this because even though it's not Pendulum, it will still stop monsters from activating the battle phase. And finally, Crimson Blader, just to, in case if I destroy any monster, then my opponent can't summon, what was it? Level 5 or higher monster from their, or just in general, just, I don't know. Like, I was going to get with, either Field Hand, but I was reading his effect, but yeah. So anyway, I hope you really like this deck profile of Synchrons. Be sure to like and subscribe if you really like this one. And also check out our other videos at Team Forbidden. Thank you.